Hello. I realize I'm an hour late. I have an excuse. The excuse is my manual alarm that I normally have for Sundays, which I don't use my phone for. I forgot to set that one for the fact that you were daylight savings, so I woke up an hour ago. That's why we're an hour late. Yay. The other thing as well is, as always, we did a test recording. And the game has two interesting things. One is interesting because it actually is interesting. The other is interesting because it annoys me. It's a gripe I have with quite a few indie games that do this. I cannot access the options for sound without being in the game, as in after clicking new game. And that annoys me. I think I've got the audio balance, but I am seeing that the limiter is being tested as we do this. What we're going to do here is we're going to swap over and just go straight in. But I hope everyone's had a good weekend. My weekend was pretty good. I've ended up with 2 bottles of mead. I don't know why. I know why, but as in like I wasn't expecting to get 2 bottles of mead. What for those who care, one of them is black cherry, I think. I haven't tried it yet. The other one is rhubarb, which is a root. I think it's a root. No, it's not a root. It's a plant of some description. But this is Threshold with no options, unless we actually get into the game. I know very little about the game except for what the developer mentioned on X. I don't know why I got promoted that bit of information on X, but here we are. Twitter. Twitter is probably the better thing to call it. I'm not clicked into it. There we go. Alt tab, get no audio. Anyway, I didn't read all of what he's put into his long post. I read like a little bit of it, and then when I'm not reading anymore. But he said that the difficulty affects 2 things. It affects the air, and it affects some sort of count. And from what little I know of the Steam store page, there are secrets to be found. There's exploration. And the air is thin. And that we are basically making a train run up a mountain. So I think we're some sort of like signal guard. But we'll see, it could be fun. It could be pretty good. One thing I want to double check very quickly is... Okay, so I thought there was something up. There's not. That's fine, that's fine. It's all fine. Let's see. For focused players, your character's thoughts are less present or delayed. Assistance is minimal. Let's go with this one. State 2 letters... That's not English. State 2 letters of my name. MC. Because I'm hot on the mic. No, that's not it. Oh. Dying on duty will be permanent. Take care of my breath. Rare checkpoints happen during the story. This is what I mean by, like, you pick a country and it affects the I think it's like how often you need to get air and something to do with some sort of count. I think it might be like how many trains you have to run. But I don't know what any of this really is. Why is my controller taking inputs? 1 second. Alright, that's two things the indie game has done that has annoyed me. No options in the main menu, and because of that I can't disable controller input. I have no idea what this could be. This shouldn't be a difficult decision. You know what, we'll just go with the same time zone we're working with. We'll go with the UK. Start the watch. $2021? Oh, do we get, like, memorabilia based on where we're from? Let's see. Yeah, see? Controller vibration. Why is that here? How's the sensitivity? It's good, but it could be better. Alright, we're good. Mo's stuff. That's us. Is that actually the time right now? No, it's not. It's close. My contract? Oh, this. Oh, and we're working for the government. We're a big fan of the government. That sounds more like a shredder than anything else. Yellow what? I mean, a lot of questions. Might be... Okay. Ooh, okay. Mo has been here for more than 16 hours. So far, I'm really liking the aesthetics of this. I was expecting this to go down, you know, as we go further up. This also looks like we're overpressurized. Oh, I wasn't watching this. Train must run. Okay, no, the oxygen is dropping as we're going further up. Ooh, this is some really good audio design. Okay. Threshold developer, you have redeemed yourself already. I don't mind too much about the menu. Special thanks. Do I recognize any names? No. By... That might be French. Based on a true story? What? Okay. That I wasn't expecting. Oh, there's the train. Underground facility, border post observatory. You must be Mo. Oh, I guess you don't speak because speaking would use oxygen? That's kind of cool. Waiting for knees replacement. Boring and stressful maintenance job in the country. Let's go. You're the purple clerk in charge of the purple watch. Okay, so we're yellow. I guess we're replacing knee. I was right. They don't speak because the air is scarce. A legend man, hello. Let's give you a quick shout out. I hope we're not wasting oxygen while we do this. But I hope you've had a good weekend. I wonder if we'll ever get a notebook. Maybe. We'll see. Alright. How does this work? Lead the way, Mo. Since you've been here for 16 hours on our watch is horrific. I've done some shifts that were like 15, 16 hours in a bar, and that was ugh. The horn is the most important thing. Okay. Whistling in it commands the train to move faster. Train slows down. Like now. We have to keep it at a certain pace. Okay. Okay, are you gonna... So I see that there's a flashing circle in the background there. I assume that's the correct pace it's supposed to be at. Oh, I didn't mean... I muted myself and I realized that any input actually skips. That's a shame, I missed that bit. Blinking light is the expected pace, so I was correct. So... the whistle can be used for other things as well. Deep breath and blowing the horn. It's made out of bone? I mean, anything can be a whistle, really, but making it out of ivory is a weird decision. I know ivory isn't really bone, but still. Oh, we have to do it by here. Okay. Okay. And it sounds like we're desperately in need of oxygen. Which I assume you're about to tell me about. Belligerent says they're doing good, they're doing launch and writing up the schedule, and what a dark game with PS1 graphics. I like games like this. The last one I played was the years ago. It was the PS1 Horror Collection. I can't remember who runs that, it's not DreadX. But there was a game in there that now is a full game, called the Heilwald Loophole, and that's another one I want to get around to playing at some point. You're gonna give me an air canister. Sorry, bite it? Bite it. Bite it. There has to be easier ways to get oxygen, my guy. I sure as hell hope dental is included with this job. I thought it was, you know, you put it there and you twist a tab and... But no, that's... okay. I'll be with you in a second. This grave has me curious. Oh, okay. A fresh grave. Well, yeah, that's why I had my attention. Tickets had to be used in building 2. Take care of the train. Oh, we met our partner. And we got a punch card. Got it. Legendman says, oh nice, yeah, they like this era of games as well, it's their childhood. Yeah, I grew up with a few, well no, I grew up with the PlayStation 1. But I'm usually mainly interested when games like this turn up, because either they've done it for stylistic choice, or they've done it for simplicity, and it's always interesting to see which one they've gone for. I could input a jump while I was in the menu. But yeah, I guess we just sort of look around, explore. This is building 2. What does the punch card do? Grampian Mountains? Oh, we can look at things and we get... Okay. Machine with a huge hole. It looks like it's for recycling. This looks like where I put the punch card. Oh, this is how I get oxygen. I can see the loop. Who made the PS1 horror collection? It basically was just a whole load of demos, all based on, for obvious reasons, the PlayStation 1 aesthetic. Aircan and tickets. Building 1 is broken. That sounds like it's slowing down. Off you go, keep on going. Let's see, what else is here? We got a bucket. Some white goo and some gravel are blended at the bottom. And... why would you lock the outhouse? Oh, can I use this to dig up the grave? Well, I think that's just a... wait. I might be able to use this to dig up the grave. What else have we got? There's probably not a lot of things to explore and find on this first day. Desecrate the grave. I have a key! Interesting. Look at me, using my brain. So now I can finally... I say finally, we've had the question for like 2 minutes. I need to not sprint. That uses oxygen. I need to not rush. Sure. I assume I'm going to need a bucket full of shit at some point, so we're going to keep this with me. Do I have another ticket waiting for me? I don't know how often the tickets get generated. But at least we have, I guess, a spare... More questions. Yeah, more questions. I love the questions. Ledgerman says this is weird. Well, it is supposed to be... I don't know if horror is the right word, but it's supposed to be like an unsettling game. Which, you know... hold on. Because I have a feeling this is about to... slow down. Maybe it won't. Maybe we're okay. But yeah, spooky, weird, sort of unsettling games of this aesthetic are usually pretty interesting. I think it's slowing down, but I just can't be sure. I was kind of hoping it would, so I could just have the time to go this way. Oh, is that another canister? Thank you. So there's nothing really down here. But yeah, you tend to find with indie horror games that the PlayStation 1 aesthetic works for it. Because it by itself is like sort of off, sort of weird. So referring back to the Heilwald loophole, that is kind of the same aesthetic as this insofar as it's very angular, very polygonal. The shaders are done in a certain way to make it look like retro and old. I think the audio as well is... That's slowing down. Go on, keep going. Oh, I can go get another ticket. I can feed 2 tickets in and get 2 more air canisters. You know, stockpile my... What's this? Oh, it was a tree. I assume, because that's what the other tree looks like. This. Maybe it's time to call Mo? No, I need my oxygen. He's not getting my tickets. I worked for this ticket. Actually, I'm going to keep the tickets. No, I'm going to trade them in. So the question now is going to be, do I get to keep my inventory between shifts? Or do I reset every day? I'm curious where the pipe leads. Does it just lead into where the elevator is? Is that how they get the oxygen in? Speaking of, there's another canister. I don't know what green light he was talking about. It also feels like at some point I'm going to be able to go up there. Do I whistle into this? Yes. Mo? Can you hear me? Wait, hold on. There's text on the wall. Hold on. I don't want to talk to you right now. I kind of want to read what's on the wall. Yeah, okay. To collect biomass down the river. Oh, that's what the recycler's for. But I want to read this. The water goes... I didn't even check what it was that was being said just then. Is it water goes? Yeah, the water goes something here. Probably bad. And that was probably Mo. Or so I did not actually read that message. I was too busy trying to read the text on the wall. Hey Mo, do you know what's in the elevator? I can't quite read it. What do you mean it's done a lot of damage? Gather all the planks and repair everything later. Oh, I have so many questions. Tell me about this tree. Used to be another pine tree here. Decimated it for crazy schemes. Hold on a second. I gotta go do our job. Okay, I want to see if I can recycle what's in the bucket and what that gives me. Does that also give me oxygen? That's not a plank. Wait, how are you still going slow? Did you somehow drop to speed? Oh, it has to go much faster. Oh, can't blow yet. Okay. Okay. Can I ask him why this door doesn't work? Capital chamber, direct line with London. So I assume, yeah, picking different countries, get different capitals. They can answer all my questions. How do I get the door? Unlimited oxygen. Call you in a few minutes, but like... But, Mo, I want to get into the building. Oh. We blow the whistle. That's how. Well, let's go finish my first thought. Which is I want to see what happens when we recycle. Aha! More oxygen. So we fill the buckets, we run the train, we get tickets to get oxygen, to run the train, to fill buckets, to get oxygen, to run the train, to get the... I see how this works. Oh, I also need to collect planks. Oh? Oh, it takes a lot of time for them to... Well, it makes sense. It's a punch card. Gotta punch out all the holes individually. I remember seeing a plank near the bottom down here. Oh, time to eat glass! Part of a diet of some description. I wouldn't say it's a good one. Is that slowing down? Wait, what? What's going on? Why is the train fully stopped? Oh, the door's open. Okay. What? What? Hello? Welcome to the Capital Chamber, a place to breathe some fresh air. Oh, it opens when they need to talk to me, not when I can talk to them. Oh, but we can whistle for questions. Got it. By accelerating the train's pace. I hope you got the tickets for it. Take care of my... I'm trying to take care of my breath, but like... It's hard work on this mountain. Oh, but every question I have is going to cost me air. This is going to be an interesting balancing act. I like this. Checkpoint reached. Thank you. Let's get that train running. This has to be a very heavy... Well, it's going up a mountain, right? But yeah, it's probably a very heavy train going up a mountain from a dead start is going to be... Oh, no wonder it's so lethargic. Where am I putting the planks? There. Okay, so they don't want me to speed it up just yet. I need to go grab a ticket so they can print the next ticket. There's another air canister I missed. The river looks like it's dried up. Or did I just not notice it before? No, this looks less. Considerably less. Why is there a fish? It's a river, it makes sense, but why is there a fish? I don't want to sprint. I feel like that uses oxygen. They can wait a few seconds. Oh, I want to make sure I'm always against this, just in case. But yeah, the fish is interesting. What am I hearing? Rain? I think that's rain. What? But I didn't run out of air. I ate a canister. I literally just bit down on a canister. Wait, I have questions. Come back, Mo. Oh, but hold on. I don't think I've seen any other planks. But it looks like there's other planks I can collect. How far are we pushing it? Up one? Okay. I do like how we leave parts of canister all over the floor. Nice little detail. Oh, hold on. Plank. Okay. Still waiting on the ticket. Looks like this is Nee's grave. So I think that's the next thing we're going to be asking good old Mo about. Are these planks I can use? Yeah, we'll ask Mo about the scaffold. We're just notching it up by one, right? Just one? Just the one. Okay, we're still missing a few. Can I take this? Yep. Any others I can rip off the tree? With Herculean strength? No. Can I just steal them from a box? I heard that. What was that? Some sort of noise just came from my right side. Might just be the recycler. Oh! There is another one. Oh, can I actually stare at the... Was that what popped up at the bottom? That I looked at the blood and it went or the message on the wall, and it told me what the message was, and that I just missed it. Possibly. There is another one of what? The game's got me, absolutely. I am intrigued and enthralled, and I have to blow the whistle. You know what? We're gonna blow the whistle on that too. Okay, that should speed up. Where else have I seen a plank? A loose plank, specifically. Have I seen any near the elevator? Looks like there might be one there. Oh, can I bring up Mo? I don't know if I'm supposed to bring Mo up, but I want to ask him about the scaffold that he's making, and I want to ask him about the grave. Come on, Mo. Dentist says your gums are doing great. We're gonna blow the whistle, then very quickly eat a canister. I think one canister will always refill me completely. I think. Okay, I want to ask you about the scaffold. Had the crazy idea. Oh, just climb over the wall? Okay, and then I want to ask you about this grave. Wants me to fix the grave? Okay, we're gonna run. Well, we're building up some pretty good speed on this train. I'm gonna point at the wood. No. Alright, let's fill in the grave. I don't think I can ask him about the message on the wall, but it might be worth a shot. Also, I've just seen that we're bleeding from the gums. I can't ask him about the thing on the wall. This is where you disappear? Oh, no, he actually... Oh, I can ask him about the fish. Right? As well as pick up one of my tickets. Wait. Okay, yeah, no, the stream dried up earlier. And now I don't know where I can find any planks. And I haven't asked the Central any questions. Right, we're at max speed. Man, I wish I could have asked about the fish, but you know what we can do now? Apparently we're going to lose oxygen is what we can do. That's not good for my gums at all. How do I choose the questions? This looks different. Oh, as I find things, I can ask questions. 2 per visit. Priority remains the job. Got it. Does this show me the question as I walk over to it? The fish presence. Air cans. I don't care about that. What happened to knee? Why Grampian Mountains? Don't care. What's the job really? Can I trust Mo? He's been the purple clerk for years. Okay. Okay, healthcare is included. It better be, considering I'm eating glass. He's kept the train running for a few years. Okay. I do have a question. Now I want to ask about the... I don't care about the air cans. What happens to knee? Okay. After only a few days of work, Knee accidentally died and Mo had to dig a grave. Mo liked Knee. Well, that's it for questions. I haven't found anything else except for the blood on the message on the wall. Same as I think there may be some planks I'm missing further downstream, but I can't get them while the stream is in full force. Belligerent says, alright, they gotta get going, get chores and stuff done. They'll see me later. Thank you for dropping by, Belligerent. Hope you have a good weekend. And if I don't manage to catch you during the week, I hope you have a good week as well. Okay, so we have another plank. We're probably quite a few tickets behind. Oh, it actually prints them pretty quick if it has a lot pending. Okay. Just gonna sit here and collect my well-earned tickets. hope you all appreciate the ambient sounds of the train. Yeah, have it in the other ear as well. There's planks here. I feel like this is a good use of my time right now, collecting all the tickets I'm owed. Okay, so we do get more questions over time. It's slowing down, so we don't have as many pending. That's right, we can cash them all in. It'll be fun, won't it? Drop off these 2 planks. Do I ask more questions or do I go get Mo? Why not both? Aha, that's use my brain. We go ask the government some questions, we get free air. Okay. Let's see. You are the strange sound from the tunnel. I want the tunnel and the fish this time. I think fish is the first one on this side. It's friction from the train passing the border. Okay, but why does the whistle speed up the train? Tell me about the fish. Yeah, the fish. I kind of... Collect the fish with the bucket and recycle it. I kind of wish I could ask Mo about the fish, but the stream is too strong right now. And there's no guarantee it'll still be there when I, when it drops off. I do like that I get a checkpoint every time I speak to them, though. Okay, if we cash all these in, we'll have enough oxygen to not have to worry about tickets or oxygen for a while. Why is the machine stopped working? Excuse me? I kind of need you to fix the machine. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I can only get the oxygen at the expected pace. Okay. Thank you, Owlman. Really does look like the center of that. Except the train is never going too fast, is it? Yeah, no, we're going too slow. Because you want it to be at high speed to make up for it stopping. Can I go cash in my tickets now? Thank you. So I can have 13 air canisters? And then we can go see if there's any other secrets. If I stand by here, it's like optimal. I can just do bam, bam. Bam, bam. This feels like when you win tickets at, like, the arcades. And you're just feeding them into the machine and getting rewards. Except here it's not, like, bad sweets and, like, things you'd find in a Happy Meal. And then I still have tickets to collect when I need to. Oh, I should probably get Mo and let him know that we got all the planks. Do I indulge? I indulge. Yeah. Alright, let's go get... I'm gonna sprint. Sure, this is safe. Sure, it's safe. Is that the fish? It might be the fish down there. Alright. I need to see if I can look at the wall. There's no crouch. I can't see what that last word, well, the word by there is. Oh, has he sprinted down to the planks? Hold on, let me do my job a second, Mo. Yeah, it is a nice stack of wood, isn't it? Please fix the windings of building... The winding? The windows of building 2. That's it? Alright. Done. What next? Do I need to be on the inside now? Mo, what else am I fixing? You made me get all these planks when I needed 4. Oh, grave. I can ask him about the grave. You won't freak out this time because of it, you know, having a giant bucket-sized hole. I guess I can't. Try to destroy the capital chamber wall. We need to repair that. Cleaned and repaired everything in the border post. And I've got ads arriving pretty soon. What can I do with the water? grab that so it stops yelling at me for a second. Whoop. What do I do with a bucket of water? This is where you disappear? Yeah. Oh, do I have to call him up every time then he has a different, like, thing to fix? Can I recycle the water? Oh, poor Gums consumed 15 air cans. Okay. Well, yeah, I'd say my gums are not looking great. Look at that picture. Can I recycle the water? Okay. Oh, can I get to the fish if I brave the stream? Like, if I sort of platform my way down there? Oh, that means I can bring Mo in to ask him the questions. And the sad thing is I've just done this during the ad break. I don't think pausing actually pauses. They asked me to recycle a fish, so I'm going to recycle the fish. You flushed a corpse down the recycler. I mean, I guess you could describe that as a corpse. You need to get ready. It's gonna slow down. And then we're gonna go blow the whistle to pull up our good friend Mo. Oh, now they have the planks, so I might be able to get up there. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to get Mo. I'm gonna have to summarize so much when we leave the ad break. Come on. Mo. Alright, come with me. I need to ask you about this, and I need to ask you about the fish. Path to the observatory, monitor the train's content from there. Clerks are only allowed to go there after a year. Wanted to cut corners, get there after only a few days built away. Curiosity killed the cat, knee fell in and died. I'm gonna hold here because the ad's gonna finish soon, apparently. Because this is a line that we should probably leave and have people not caught by the ad see. So, for everyone who's just come back because they got caught by the ads because of Twitch being live, we found that we could ask Mo about the little weird thing off to the side. We'll look at in a second. We called Mo up, we asked him about it. We also managed to get a fish, by the way. It turns out I can platform my way down to where the fish are. So we called him up to ask him about that, but then we realized we could ask him about the thing I'm about to show you. And he says that Nee tried to get to an area he's only supposed to get to after a year by building a platform, fell in and died. Destroyed the path to it, removed the bridge. If you see me trying to get there, you'll report me. Don't disappear, I've got questions. No, I gotta ask you about the fish. I've gotta ask you about the fish. Get back here. This. I want to get up to there, though. That feels like maybe it's the end of the game as I get up to there. And then we fall onto the train. And again, I want to ask more about the fish, but I don't think he's going to be very cooperative. Wait, am I building a ladder to jump from? I am. My mouth? What am I seeing here? Corpses. Oh, hey, Mo. Mo, listen, I thought I was building a wall. Wait, is Mo trying to kill me? And the river runs red. Wait. Okay, everything's sort of falling apart. All because I found out about the corpses. Yeah, they're not happy. Hi, guys. I have indeed. Do we want to resign or do we want an explanation? I want an explanation. I want to know why you're ferrying carriage loads of corpses. Animal corpses by the looks of it. I want to know everything. It's animal waste due to process on the other side. Get recycled and returned to us as water. Work is about maintenance. Mo found a balance. Mo understands what's at stake. I still have secrets to find. Get back to work, make sure the train keeps running. You didn't take away the tickets that I have, do you? As in, like, the ones I haven't collected yet? Because if you did, that wasn't a really effective punishment, to be honest. The writings you found. Yeah, but I know that there's that writing in the elevator. You just won't give it to me. We might be overproducing here, fellas. There might be a little bit of an issue. Wait, do I actually have half a ticket? I'm confused on many aspects right now. Like, I understand why it's raining animals. Like cows and sheep and pigs and things. Why would it not give me the writing on the wall over here? Like, how do I read this one? Should check the grave. Like, what angle do I have to see this at? Fine, we'll go check the grave. Knees, mouth. Oh, do I have to dig up with the bucket? A larger whistle. That dam is breaking. Blow the whistle. Wait. We need air. Or I'm gonna... stops the whole thing. Come on, let's stop the train. Before, I think we're past the Rubicon on that wall, but we can try to limit the damage. It's not quite a lacerated sky, but I'll take it. At some point, I have to be taken out by like a carcass or something, right? I think we've stopped the train. Oh, we're almost stopped the train. Blow it. I've lost control. I have no more control. Oh, we reversed it. It's sliding back down the hill. Oh, I like this. What are the numbers? 64 minutes is how long we were playing. Broken bond, the train is going back. We broke the bond. The shift length was 64 minutes. What are the other numbers? Killed? How many animals? Saved 0 out of... So there's more to this. Watch over. If we start a new game, interaction will be quicker, and I miss the rest of that, except Mo walks faster. So there are still things we can do, like quit the job. I'm going to open the achievements and see what else we can do from there. We actively took part in the destruction of the border post. Found all the air cans scattered around the border post, and then there's 7 that are hidden. Do I look at the ones that are hidden? Sure. We crushed all kinds of things. We fled. The bond was not broken. Didn't ask anything to the capital. Saved Ducky from the threshold. Destroy the communications. Ask all questions. Okay. 2-letter name. I don't think we can use MC again. FR. The reason I say I don't think we can use MC again is because I think we will, we might see MC, but I could be wrong. We're gonna stick with the UK. So the 339,000 killed, I think that's none saved. Lots of mouthwash. I didn't actually clock this last time. There's loads of mouthwash there. And blood in the sink. Pulmonologist? That's lung. Okay. I still am a little bit annoyed that I could see the writing on the wall. But we can skip this. Did I need to see the writing on the wall before we had... I don't have any other controls. I can very clearly see something's there, but it won't give it to me. Hold on. Has anyone mentioned anything about, like, not being able to... yeah, message an elevator shaft. The water goes nowhere. That's what it says. It's not 2 separate words, it's 1 word. And also, the message I've seen on the general discussion part of Steam just says that they dumped water in here and it did nothing. Okay. I can't seem to find anything about that. It might be worth actually looking at a guide so I could see all the questions. That might give me an indicator as to what I'm supposed to do with that message or trigger it in the shaft. Oh, I need to stare at that. On top of the shed, behind the boxes, and in the observatory. On top of the shed? So it's not the message there, it's somewhere else? What do you mean on top of the shed? Sorry about that. Can I push F to skip through this quicker? I was wondering if NI would be replaced with the old character's name, but I guess not. How'd you get on top of the shed? Is there like a ladder? Is it through here? Doesn't look like it. How'd you get on top? That explains why this is made out of ivory. Always keep it at the expected pace. If it goes faster, then blah. Take the air canister and bite it. I'm gonna have to find all the planks again. Take us out to be used in building 2. Exhausted, so you get to take a shower. Mo seems nice. Yeah, he does. Interesting. I call it a house until I know that it's the communications thing. Can I climb up this? How do I get on top of the shed? Of course, this is where it's going to beg the question of, like, what I call the shed might be different from what the developers or the person who ever wrote the guide calls a shed. Like, is it on top of here? This I can probably get up. Oh yeah, it's on top of here. Hide it somewhere safe. We can't get the last one until, quote, the end of the game. There is another one. Right. The white goop that was in the bucket. Can I just recycle that and get a ticket straight away? Or... They said that they get the material for recycling down here. Oh, there's another canister. I think I'm doing a better job of finding canisters this time around. Can I stare at the train? Does that do anything? No? That's slowing down. Right, and now we go dump the white stuff and we get a ticket. I actually need to take a quick break. So what I'm going to do is... Let's see if the pause works. I'll be back very quickly. I need to get some water. Apologies. Alright, I return with the water. I've had one of the last few pain meds I've got. We can keep this going for a little bit. At least for the end of the second shift. And I guess pause really does work like I hoped it would. What can I do at this point? I know I can get the key. Okay, maybe it's time to call Mo. I'm kind of annoyed that the message in the shaft doesn't seem to do anything. Oh wait, no, hold on. There was that thing about apparently dumping water does something. So what we can do is we can call him up, and then we can... well... we can see. The tops aren't open of the train. Not until we get to the observatory, anyway. Okay. Do I just crack open a guide so we can hit the 100% on this? No. I do want to look at how to save Ducky, because I didn't see anything initially. But the rest of it I want to try to uncover myself, like all the questions. Okay, there's a hole in the wall. It was what we were looking at earlier when I was like, how do we get up to the top? And I looked right and saw a hole. We need to open that. Oh, that did nothing. This is what you're talking about the planks, right? What's wrong with me? I just want you somebody to get some planks. It is that, right? Oh. We weren't supposed to remove the planks. We were supposed to stare at it for a duck. Oops. Try that again. I just want to see what happens if I save the duck. Speedrun, go. So I guess we can pull those... Actually, we don't need to pull those planks now because we did it for the achievement. I am a diligent worker. Watch me go. Skip that. So we have to sit through this bit of the tutorial again. Unfortunately, we can't skip through it, but I'm going to mash keys in the hopes I can get through most of this pretty quick. I think I should actually give my thoughts on the threshold while we're really doing this bit, right? So, I like the aesthetic. I think it really works with what's going on here. Based on a true story or based on a real story bit, I'm a bit confused. Because as far as I know, there aren't any trains running up mountains with hundreds of thousands of corpses inside of them to have them then turned into water. I don't quite see how that is based on a real story. The only thing I can think is that this is some sort of allegory for, like, I've really got to think, because I've got to try to remember what it was the government was saying at the end. They were saying, like, the corpses were being taken, recycled. It's not as if we killed them ourselves. I have a weird feeling this is supposed to be some sort of thing alluding to the whole of, the meat industry. Like, yeah, you know, you like chicken nuggets, you like beef burgers, you like steak. It's not like you have to kill the animal yourself to get them. I think it's supposed to be something along those lines. And if it is along those lines, then it means that the numbers are probably how many animals are being killed in that country in a given shift of a time span. I don't know if that's true or accurate. If it's not that, it might just be how many animals are being slaughtered flat out. Which again would be for the meat industry. It's the thing that makes me think it is to do with the meat industry is because it was all animal carcasses, there weren't any human ones. So I don't think it's human deaths. Because 337,000 for 64 minutes is a bit excessive for human deaths. But at the same time, I don't know if this is some sort of other allegory to something else. Like, for example, just being a passive bystander that allows horrific things to happen because it's your job. You know, I'm pretty sure that's called the Nuremberg defense. Or Nuremberg, I can't remember the name of the court, but it was the one that tried all of the World War II Nazi German soldier people. A lot of the defenses that would come out were I was just following orders to sort of excuse their behavior of, like, yeah, these horrific atrocities were being committed and I didn't try to stop it because I was following orders. I think this maybe is along the same lines. If it's not the meat industry, it might just be I'm here facilitating the hundreds of thousands of deaths of whatever's inside of here because I am just following orders. But I also could be just wildly off base and interpreting things that are coincidentally related as opposed to directly related. Alright, give me some water. But yeah, no, getting back to, like, my views on the game rather than trying to, like, deep read anything that's going on. Okay, the game is short. You know, I don't criticize, don't dislike games that are short, same as I don't dislike games that are long. Although I say that Alien Isolation is a game I may someday play through and explain why I have grievances with Alien Isolation. But, for the experience it is, I very much enjoyed this. I kind of wish there was more to it. If only as far as there are other things you can do or find. But I say that having not found everything that gives a question. So, like, for example, I know you can stare at things and then sometimes you'll get a question. I don't know if staring at the train is going to give me anything. It probably won't. But, like, the map in Building 2, we can stare at that, and then we go, why this mountain? Oh, speaking of which... crack open a can. You know what? Might as well go around and get some more. I need to reread the top of the outhouse. So, like this, for example, right? I can stare at this, and then we get more questions. There is another one. Oh, I need to dump the bucket. Doing things in a particular way seems to be how we get more questions. I need to stare at the hole in order to get the duck, I believe. We don't know what the deal is with the tree. Oh, it even pulls the camera in while we stare at this. Duck! I wonder if Mo has anything to say about the duck. Probably should have stared at the hole while... After speaking to Mo, I've just had the horrific idea that maybe Mo's gonna kill my duck. But look at him, he's just a good little boy. I assume it's a boy. Could be a girl. Like some glass. But every so often I can select it, but sometimes I can't. Hey Mo, how's the dentistry? Oh no, shower this time. Dentistry is next time. Yeah, I already know how the bucket works. Yeah, I literally did that, don't worry. Come on, duck, we're going on an adventure. Gonna name you... I'm gonna be unimaginative, I'm gonna call you Donald. What will be your name? Donald. Or Daffy. Or Hoisin. I don't want to go too far in case, like, the duck actually loses track of me somehow. Ducky. Ducky is a fine name. Mo, meet Ducky, our new supervisor. You're a good ducky. Look, I love the plumage. Such good plumage. Such a good duck. I love him. I'm gonna immediately ask you about the grave. Reported to London. A new name for the duck? I can name the duck myself. Hoisin. We're going with Hoisin. I do like that there's the interaction. This is what I mean, right? We got the duck and now there's like other things happening. Tell me about the grave. Not ready to talk about it? Just a few hours ago. Okay, I need to do my job a second. Oh, hold on. No, I need to tell you about this. Nee had the crazy idea. Make a scaffold to the other wall. Stop staring at Hoisin. He's mine. Alright, let's go blow a whistle. Toot! I can carry Hoisin! Look at my duck. My... Oh, can I ask him about this, actually? I chose to mute myself at the wrong point. Go to your dentist. Call you in a few minutes. Sure. Alright, let's get you up to speed. And then, once we get you up to speed, we'll go collect some planks. Why are we using cans to get air? Very good question. Hide it somewhere safe. And then the train stops. Which this all dries up. We get the fish. Collect the fish, collect the plank. White residue comes from the water. Is it drinkable? Oh, hold on. I stated that last time when I was having a little, like, tirade. Not tirade, that little thought to myself, like, that what I think the game is and my views on it. Does that mean I can now stay at the train and I get something? No? Does Mo know what's in the train? There we go. Collect some gravel as well. Alright, Hoisin, come with me. We're gonna go see London. Which is weird because I don't remember seeing any weird pylons when we came in here. I like how we're hearing little duck noises as I walk around. We got 3 air canisters and we need to get this thing... I think we have to get it to full speed, which is going to be a bit of a tall order. 1, 2... So, 1, 2... Oh, we're zooming in. I whistled too early. Oh, we zoom in when we look up here. Okay, we get nothing from that. Watch it slow down and then immediately go, I need you to go faster. We need to recycle the fish to get a ticket. Oh, I have no ticket. What? Wait, I thought I picked up a plank over here last time. I guess not. Yeah, see, look. It dipped down, and then it went, yeah, you did it faster, buddy. I need to drop these off. Plank. And then plank, plank, plank. I probably shouldn't be doing this while I only have one air canister left. Okay, that's another 4 planks. I like the atmosphere of this game a lot as well. That's another thing I'll say strongly in its favor. And you know, thinking about it, the length of it doesn't matter that much. The length of it doesn't matter that much, because it's a very tight, very controlled experience that seems to know what it wants to deliver. Okay, the ads are arriving. Okay, now we have the key. We're missing 2, which are downriver. I remember that they're downriver. The stream is going to start getting higher and higher. I think we can see it rising right now, actually. Kind of cool if we can. Wait, where are the planks? You want me to blow the whistle again already? Alright. I know where the 2 planks are that I'm missing. There we go. Ticket. And another ticket. Okay, the ads arrived. I'm not gonna go talk to the government while we're here. Oh, sorry, while we're in the ad break. We'll just get it up to speed, and then we'll put the planks down. Yeah, we'll open this up too. Then we'll just go recycle some shit. Wait, hold on. Is the mixologist achievement to do with the recycler? Crushed all kinds of things. What else can I crush? Oh, it has to be a full bucket of all 5 substances. Okay. So we need a full gravel. Full gravel, full water. Full fish, I think. Which we might be waiting on a little bit to be able to do full fish. We do full water pretty quick, though. There we go, mixologist. Okay, what else do I need to do? We've done the planks, we got the deck. We need to... I think the ads are about to finish, which means we can start asking questions. Didn't mean to. We're just gonna pretend I didn't do that. Oh, actually, we'll be okay, because now that the ads are finished, we can go over here, we can now go start asking questions. Okay, question time. We're missing the one on the far right, and I don't remember which one that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I believe there's 10 questions. There are 10 questions. We're missing one. Oh, we're missing the strange sound from the train. Okay. Let's just go left to right. Start with the fish presents. When they go, what do you mean there's a fish? Oh, Oh, I get it. I get it. Now that I've beaten the game, I understand the fish. So they're trying to play it off as the water comes from, you know, a natural source. What it actually is that the refiner, the recycler process is imperfect, and sometimes a corpse gets through, like the fish. Yep, I got another question for you. Why am I having to eat glass? Matter of air pressure, oxygen tanks can be dangerous. Free dentist care down the mountain. I don't trust it. Okay, and then we're just gonna do that again. We're gonna blow this whistle, and then we're gonna go ask 2 more questions. Sorry, are we still not the right speed? We were, and then it dropped out again. Faster the train, the more water flows. I'm not sure I caught that on the first playthrough. But what I have caught is that I need to get my tickets. If I look at it just right, I seem to be able to grab a ticket before I should be able to. But only if there's another one coming pretty soon, I think. I'm glad the duck doesn't need to do all this horrific stuff there. You know, getting oxygen. 7 tickets. I'm gonna need to ask a question after this. We're almost at full speed. Okay, so I can't do that. I should have had an extra can ready just in case. That's okay, I think Mo will save me. Oops. There doesn't seem to be an achievement for not having Mo save you. Right? How'd you do out of the box, actually? How? Oh, you have to wait for the bodies to pile up and then run away. We're not going to be going for that ending. Apparently there's an ending for having all of the decisions. Oh, sorry, all of the messages. Because there's broken bond and there's broken chains. We got broken bond. Yeah, broken bond is to use the heavy whistle to send the train backwards. Whereas broken chain is to use his whistle inside of the Capitol building, which is the one we're gonna go with. Wait, no, you have to bring Ducky and escape the whole thing. Ah, there's not a checkpoint system. You know what? Escaping is what we're gonna get. What we'll do then. So those are the different endings by the looks of it. Wait for the bodies to pile up and run away. Then the other one is Black Whistle here to slow down the train. The other one is get the train going, get into the Capitol building, and then blow the whistle and do things. Little bit annoying that there's multiple endings, but I can't put a checkpoint in order to, so I can't put a save down in order to get those different endings easily. I mean, the game is short enough, but it's still a minor nuisance. There's nothing stopping me from just... I mean, I kind of want to do all the questions. We haven't heard all of the questions yet. Alright, question time. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're still missing the 10th. What's beyond the wall? Okay, this one is what happened to me? He didn't accidentally die, he fell into the train. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure we're about to have to speed the train up again. That's fine, I have tickets waiting for me. We're printing at a good rate? Yeah, we are. I can't seem to consistently get the quick... That one. Okay, after I get a ticket fully out, that's when it lets me do a quick draw. No, that's not consistent. Maybe it's only if I have, like, a lot pending? Either way, I think we need to bring in Mo. Train's gonna slow down, but I don't care. Oh, can I ask you about the gap in the wall? Dentist says your gums are doing great. Right, hold on, ask you about this. Fancy Observatory. Clerks aren't allowed to go there after a year. I think the only reason they're allowed to go there after a year is because you would have been doing this job for 12 months, what, a year. And then you've got that weird drive, that weird feeling of like, well, I've done all this atrocity so far, I might as well just keep going. I can't ask him about this. Short gust of wind. Oh, I'm gonna ask you about the grave. I'm gonna ask you about the hole in the wall. I literally just asked you about the hole in the wall. You're gonna answer my questions, Mo? You gonna run away from me like a coward? You better run. I got planks. I got a duck. I got all sorts of things. I got this whistle. I need to call him again, don't I, in order for him to tell me about the... No, I can do the repairs already. Right, we'll leave it like that for now. Is there anything I can do in particular to trigger strange sound from the tunnel? I need to watch the train while a specific sound plays. Mike. There's some more fish. I'm just stockpiling my tickets because honestly, I thought the oxygen management would be a little bit more strict than this, but it's not. It's actually kind of forgiving. But then, that might be because I'm picking UK. Maybe if I was on, say, United States, it'd be different and harder. Gonna babysit the train for a second. There we go. Oh wait, hold on. Let's go ask 2 more questions. So we got 3 more trips into here. This one is the water drinkable? I don't think we had this one last time. Yes, we can drink it. But the residue makes it taste sour. Okay. So that's why we also have the incentive to go down to the water grate and then get all the white fluid. It's not waste though, is it? Okay, I think we need to speed the train up 2 more times to get all the questions. And then we'll finish off the little bridge bit. So we can kickstart the last act again. Eating that just for the fun of it. In fact, you know what? I might eat my way through most of my tickets. Just to see how horrific we can get our jaw. I'm gonna have 4 in reserve just in case we don't get that many from... Oh, it's slowing down. Time to do my job. Gotta blow my whistle, keep the train running. The waste isn't gonna get there without me. Back up to speed. You know what? Okay, I think I can ask a question if I see something floating out of the pipe. So it might not be every time we speed up a train. It might be like a set timer. Yeah, okay, we'll bring it. I'm just gonna be sat there eating glass just for fun. I definitely read this, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, I think I've read all of them except the one that's in the observatory. Yeah, all of them. There's 2 I can reach that aren't in the observatory. We've seen that one just now. It hasn't triggered, which means we've already seen it. And then there's the one on top of the outhouse. Why they decided to call it a shed, I don't know, but it's not a shed. I hope they don't take my duck away. $16 air cans. Let's go. Still can't ask a question. Hearing the duck quack sometimes throws me off as well. As this sort of bit here is what I'm referring to when I'm like, I kind of wish there was other things to do as well. Like, I am really well stocked on oxygen. I don't think I'm ever going to have any oxygen problem until we hit the end game. Which is also why we're stockpiling the tickets. All I have to do, all I'm doing at this point is waiting for the train to slow down and then asking questions. That's it. Here we go. Yeah? No? Let's hold that hoisin. Look at the hoisin. You like the water stream? Don't swim in it. It's not good for you, but... Look. Yeah. Happy little hoisin. Did I just see a particle? Oh, we can ask the question. And then we only have one more trip after this, and then we can hit the end game. Why these mountains? I don't actually know what the Grampian Mountains are. This is why you added some environment dressing. So you planted the trees. I do. What's this one? What is the job really about? Our job is only maintenance. Keep it running at the expected pace. Knee damage to the border post, set everything in order again. Not just maintenance, but cleanup too. Ignore the duck. It's not the funniest job in the world, but we'll pay you well for it. I feel like the writing translation. Hold on. Reword this. I don't think the developer's first language is English, and apart from like the occasional thing that looks a little bit weird, like funniest job to do, I think he's done a very good localization job. Remember, localization isn't just translation, it also requires you to know how to translate idioms and meanings. Bing. There we go. Now we're just sort of, let's have a snack. Oh, I should probably call Mo. That's something we can do while we wait. Really? Just as I go to talk to Mo? I can actually just hold shift and just run everywhere. This is what you call greed and gluttony. Yeah, there's a fish by there. But the light's green, you moron. The light's green. Can't ask him about the fish? I don't think we can make the portrait of or the picture of our mouth any bloodier, unfortunately. Any particles? No. I guess we're gonna go get a fish. You know what? I'm gonna get two fish. I'm gonna get a red fish and another red fish. There's no blue fish. Still nothing. I thought that might give me 2 tickets for some reason, because it's fish. I'm gonna, speaking of tickets, I'm gonna get those others. It's time for everyone's favorite part. It's time to blow that whistle again. I shouldn't have eaten that. Okay, last 2 questions. I'm pretty sure we've already asked one of these before. Which is, can we trust the guy who... Yeah, can we trust Mo? The answer is no, and I didn't really consider this. He's loyal to the government. And he's been here so long that I guess he's been like Stockholmed into loving the government and loving his job. And this is kind of what I was trying to say earlier, and I don't think I was able to word it right or explain it right. But I think that the reason you only get to see what's inside the train after a year is because at that point you're sort of... is it called the sunk cost fallacy? I'm not sure, but the idea that, like, you've done so much already, you might as well keep going. And if you're really doing all this atrocious things involving dead animals, then you just keep going. Strange sound from the tunnel. Is the friction from the train passing the border? Okay, we heard that one as well. Gave me my achievement. There it is. Oh, it's a rare one. Probably because trying to get all the questions is a little bit of a task. Just a little bit of a task. Alright, give me planks. Poison, we're breaking out of here. So I think 4 tickets are enough. I mean, I can get more. Okay, that doesn't seem to trigger until later. Yeah, we don't trigger my mouth until we actually do that. Oh, we do get a message about the capital if we get here in time. Back up to speed. Yeah, the sign breaks and then the government wants to talk to us. Come on. There we go. you dare take my duck. I love my duck. Oh, the tickets get taken as well. Uh-oh. We have to go with explanation and then stay. So, explanation. Just gonna let them talk. There's nothing else to really say. We've seen it. Okay, interestingly, looking at it, out of the box is the... Looks like the ending... It's the second most common ending. The most common is Broken Bond, the train goes back. The least common is Broken Chains, which is when you blow the whistle in here. But I want to save the duck, so... I'm going to stay. I'm guessing the reason why the most common ending is the reverse the train is for the exact same thing I did, which is you sort of go, I want to know more, and then see what else I can do exploration-wise, and then you go, oh, the black whistle, and then you go blow it and slow the train down. Escaping is probably you don't figure that out, either because you don't like find the messages or something, and then you don't get the whistle, and then eventually you just escape. The broken chains being the rarest is probably because you need to have seen the messages to know about the whistle, and then you also need to then get back into the building somehow. We are going to dig up that whistle, but as I say, we're going to end by escaping. I'm just going to keep on getting tickets. I'm going to need it if I need to endure. Okay, 5 tickets, 6 tickets. How many? I don't know how many I'm going to need. Yep, it's cracking, it's breaking, I get that. But right now I'm going to need all the oxygen I can. I just need to survive, basically. I'm glad I can't be killed by any of these carcasses. I'm gonna hide under here with a shelter. Maybe I have to speed up the train in order to get this to go faster. If that actually works the way I think it does. No, you did an air canister just so we have a bit better vision, because I cannot tell what's going over the top of that dam. Is it just supposed to be like the white congealed mass of, I assume fat that we keep getting down at the filters? I think it's getting worse, but I can't tell. Excuse me, I'm trying to go up this way. I guess that's not it. Well, the work must continue. Maybe I don't wait. Maybe I do have to get the train going as fast as I can. I thought it said that a pine tree falls over. Oh! That looks like an exit to me. Maybe. Oh, okay, I see. From this one, and then we run across the top of the rocks. This is, not my problem. Do we get a different message? And then the question is, do I actually want to end here, or do I want to get the rarest ending too? You know what? We've only been going for 2.5 hours. Well, 2 hours 45. Might as well go for the rarest ending. It is different. Okay. Mo is stuck in the building. $63, so we took about the same amount of time, but we'll be faster on the next go round. 313,377. I think that's less. Yeah, 337 last time, I think. I think that number's bigger. Okay. We escaped. And we saved Ducky. We killed... Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, there's only one that can be saved. I was wondering if there were more than one. Guess not. Alright. So this time we're not talking to the government at all. The interactions don't seem quicker at all. Unless they've cut out the actual writing of the messages and they just appear, then I guess it's quicker. We're also going to play with a different country. Like, I want to see what the differences are. If any. So, new game. Very focused. We're going to go with MC again. We're going to go with Australia. Are we going to go Australia? Yeah, we're going to go with Australia. Where, you know, women glow and men plunder. I love Canberra? Really? Okay. Yeah, okay, it does seem to change the flag as well. Yellow watch. Now I want to double check exactly what it is that I need to be doing for the broken chains. We need to use the whistle, I'm guessing, before we go inside to get the options of do we stay or do we leave. And the reason I'm making that assumption is A, the text doesn't seem to indicate how we get back into the building. B, when we just escaped, the door never seemed to open. We're also going to be belligerent. We're going to do everything we can to just annoy everyone. Sounds like a good idea, right? Would this give me 100% achievements if I do that? No, because you also had to do the bond was not broken. Which apparently is you just run out of oxygen. And we also have to find all the air cans scattered around the border outpost. We'll do that one. Which I will need a guide for, because I don't... Clearly we haven't found it so far. Breadcrumbed. All the canister locations. Okay. One. Oh, I can't pick them up yet. Yeah, give me my whistle so I can do my job. Yak, hello! Welcome in. Give you a quick shout out. Hope you're doing alright. Hope you had a good weekend. Welcome to our third run of Threshold, because we're trying to get all but one ending, because the last one is just boring to get. And because it's the third time through, we're sort of running through this as fast as we can. You're also about to see how we, so a quick rundown on the game is that we have to keep a train running. We blow a whistle in order to make the train go faster. But we work on a mountain, so the air is sort of thin, it's hard to breathe. And this is how we get oxygen. Yeah, I'm trying to... He actually cut out how we get the oxygen, but it might be a bit clear, it might be unclear. We can get some more over here. But basically, we eat the canister. Well, the tank, whatever they want to call it. It's a very nice, very short, I'd say it's horror. It's got some horror elements to it. It's a fun game. I liked it. Hence why we're doing multiple endings. But yeah, we get the train going, we have to keep it to a certain speed. And then we can eventually ask questions to the government, which we're not doing on this run because we did it the last run, and well, we did the first run, and then the last run we asked every question we could. This run, we're not asking questions. But yeah, speed by here, make it go faster, or wait for it to slow down. Yeah, because they had a very busy weekend. They spent all day finishing painting their apartment. I remember you said you were moving. I assume you've moved. Or am I misremembering or misunderstanding that you're not moving, you were just moving things around in the apartment? You know, we'll get the bucket, why not? Yeah, of course it says that they were going to say the art style seems very much like that of a horror game. I mentioned this earlier when Belligerent was in the stream, is that usually you see this aesthetic for one of two reasons. Reason one, actually I guess there's three reasons, but reason one is it's easier for the developer to make a game when they don't need like high def everything, and then it runs better, and then, you know, performance wise it's easy. It's just easier across the board to do something like this. The second one is that it is intentionally used to improve like horror elements, or is being used intentionally for the style. And as I say, horror games tend to work well with this, because there's always something slightly off, something slightly unsettling about what you see. The third one is just nostalgia, I guess. Which I think is what a Legend Man was referring to when you said earlier about, like, yeah, it reminds me of PlayStation 1 games, he loves playing them from the era. The train is slowing down. So yeah, we hear a little noise, siren goes off, and we go... And the train speeds up. Look at it go. I'm gonna get the duck again. Just gonna stare into the abyss. Yak says, well, yeah, they're moving, but the move won't be until May. They still have things to do over there. Next up is to put down the flooring. Ooh. I hope the move goes alright. I know sometimes it can be a bit difficult. I haven't had to move house, thankfully, in I think it's 70 years, so... Not looking forward to when I eventually have to. But... hopefully that'll be because of choice rather than circumstance. There's a canister here. Because this is the third go through and we're trying to hit as many achievements as we can outside of the boring one, I am sort of referring to a guide every so often just to get these canister locations. So one is the small... blah, blah, blah. Okay, we basically need to wait for the train to stop moving for a few of these. So I guess we'll just run around with our new duck friend. On the second run through, we did the escape ending with the duck, but we get to name him at some point. We named him Hoisin on the last run. Because I like Hoisin. And it's a duck, so it fits. Hoisin Duck. I mean, it's a little bit of an unfortunate name. But still, look at them waddle. Right, now we have to call Mo, so he'll tell me about the planks. How are we for... Oh, we have one air canister. Let's change that a little bit. Let's get a second. Yak also says, exactly, the art style's a little uncanny. Yeah. It's, I think the first game I saw that I really liked this sort of style with was Heilwald Loophole, which I first played as a demo, and then it got a full release, I think it was last year. And I might end up playing that at some point. I'm hoping to play that at some point. We're not gonna question the giant falling rock. Probably be bad for my health. And talking of bad for my health. Let's have some more air. Yak says they hope so too. They haven't ever probably moved. Oh, this is your first like big move? How fun. It's always a little bit weird settling into a new place. But I wish you the best. Alright, Mo. Hello, Mo. Would you like to tell me about Plank? Yeah, you had the best shower of your life. Got the bucket. Train slowing down again. Okay, grab this. I probably could have done this while I was running around. But this would give me a ticket, so we have another air canister. But, what was I going to say? I was going to say something, and then the words have just escaped my brain. Oh, because we're not going to talk to the government this run through, I'm never going to be able to make use of the free oxygen. Fortunately, the ads are about to start in about 55 seconds. But we won't be at the ending bit just yet. We're not going to hit that fast. I'm not anyway going to hit that during the ad break. Because I need to wait for the train to freeze. And then I need to get all the planks. Then I need to build the way to the observatory. And then we need the reveal. Man, that's going to take 15 years. Just cash in this ticket. Wait, I can get the black whistle right here, right now. Can't I? No. I need to have seen the messages. Okay. In that case, let's go dig some shit. And then I guess we'll also, like, mark off the free canisters I've obtained. What will be your name, little one? Ooh. We need a... I think by the time the duck gets over to me, we can name it again. So take your time, little one. What a friendly duck. Oh, wait, we're going to be belligerent. Oh, I can't do that until we take the things. You know what? I'm going to call Mo. Because I think that's what we're waiting for. Ducky is a fine name. No, it's not. Is Mo coming? There he is. Come on, Mo. We got things to do. Yeah, to get the dentist thing. Can you tell me about... Oh, he hasn't anything to say. Okay, train's gonna slow down. Maybe I need to ask enough questions? Okay, now you're gonna tell me about the planks. Not done cleaning up the mess, understandable. Look around, gather everything I can. Still some time before you to go down to the facilities. Will follow me wherever you want. Point to things you want to know about. Where'd I find that duck? Oh, it's free range. It found me. The duck distribution system. I'm not reporting it to Canberra. What I will do, though, is plank. Two, three, four. And then I think there are planks down here. Two, three. There's not a fourth plank yet. Alright, ads are finished, and we're now collecting planks. Yeah, you have to disappear. I get it. It's fine. Don't worry. Because the next thing I need to ask you about is, after this collapses, I need to be like, whoa, that over there. And then I can get over there. And then we can get horrid. Beyond my comprehension. Need to not be sprinting around until we get the train going as fast as we can. Remnants of a collapsed scaffold. Grab those two planks in a minute. We'll grab a plank off the back of here. And I heard that. There's a ticket. There's a ticket. There it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, you don't need the oxygen. It's a state of mind. You don't need to breathe. Just stop for 30 seconds. Mmm, tasty. Alright, what do we name this duck? How many characters have I got? A lot. So we could use a lot of names for this duck, really. What do I want to go with? Unless someone has a suggestion for a name for the duck. Daffy and Donald are too obvious. I think that's a part of the reason why we pivoted so much to poison after I said it. I don't know, like, of any Australian duck people things. So we can't just name it after any of those. Why is this the most difficult decision we've had so far? Lunch. So the mountain does change depending on where we pick the country. Soon we can carry lunch, hopefully. Did I grab all the planks? I think I grabbed all the planks off of that. What are we missing out? Is that 4? I think it's 4. And we know where they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go, lunch. I'm gonna show you the world. Now we're missing a single plank. Oh, did I grab the tombstone one? No, I did not. How am I doing for oxygen cans too? It's not great. Wait, faster again? Oh, that's right. It starts to climb. Right? And then it's going to go up again. And then it's going to shut down pretty soon. Yeah, it's gonna keep going, and then just... Poof. That's the official term for it. Poof. It's onomatopoeic. Here we go. Okay, we have to go talk to the government here, but we don't have to do it past this point. Oh yeah, by the way, the government for some reason is a giant sphere. Or rather, this is how we communicate with, I believe it is just the government. We can whistle to the pipe to ask questions, but we're not doing that this run. Yeah, I'm leaving. I don't care. Not a big fan of the government. Open the door. Open the door. I'm sorry, did you not want me to leave? Oh, now you'll let me go to work. I'm trying to go to work already. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Alright, let's start blowing. Wait, do I have any air canisters? No, I don't. That's right, this climbs slowly. We have a little bit of leeway with this. I'm not talking to the government. Which means you're going to be hearing this the whole way through, but that's okay. And I bet you the reason that they're going and trying to talk to me right now is purely because... Oh, we got that kind of stuff. It's purely because I accidentally tried to put in the ticket, and now they're trying to tell me, oh yeah, you can't do that if the train ain't working. But I know my job. Just trying to improve my stockpile of oxygen. Yeah, we can still do our job while the government is being annoying. Probably shouldn't be sprinting everywhere. Oh, I can't do my job while the government is doing their thing. Okay. Hi guys, it's me. Just trying to do my fucking job and you guys won't let me. Uh-huh. Listen, your train's out of alignment right now, but because you guys decide to be bureaucrats and get in the way, I can't really keep the train running, so... Which way is it? Do you want me to run this train, or do you want to sit here and lecture me? Because honestly, like, if you want to lecture me, that's fine. I don't really get paid by the minute. I don't know how I get paid, really. Like, is this a job where I get paid in exposure? Do I get to keep a percentage of what you make? Like... Stocks and shares. Oh, we're done? Cool. I'm gonna go do my job. You guys carry on sitting around the office eating donuts or whatever it is you do in your spare time. Yeah, look at that. We're 2 behind. Thank you, government. Fire 1. Fire 2. You know what? I'm gonna collapse that hole. Alright, pull him back up, because I think I need to get him up here to let him know I've done all the planks. And then... I have no tickets. I have lunch. Lunch will keep me company. I love lunch. Look at him. Go on, quack for me. Hey. See? Big wigs in the government office, too busy sat around trying to tell me how to do my job when me and Lunch are just trying to fight to survive. Oh, speaking of which... Yeah, don't actually talk to me about the planks just yet. I need to blow a whistle. Thank you. Yeah, it is a nice stack of wood. I'm not fixing the windows. Can I get you to tell me about this over here yet? Or is it, do I need to wait for this to collapse? Which I think happens when we're at full speed? Yeah, you won't tell me shit. Okay. In that case, let's pull up the guide. Oh, we can't get all the things because we had to wait for... We had to do it during the escape run, basically. Okay, never mind. We won't be getting that achievement. We'll just be doing the, destroying the government communications. Nice view. Oh, can I get you to tell me about this over here, please? Hey, Mo. Scaffold. Yeah, you had the crazy idea to climb over the wall. And then, tell me about the grave. Not ready to talk about it? Okay. We need to be very careful with how we do this. I don't have an air can on me. But we are approaching good speed. And we can afford to pass out once. I just would rather we didn't. There's the ticket. I think we're just going to go back and forth for the time being until the next time we have to blow the whistle. Just so I can... Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Just so I have some oxygen. See, if I just walk there and back, by the time I walk there and walk back, there should be another ticket waiting. Wait, hold on. How did he survive up here for 16 hours? Did he bring a packed lunch? Did he bring his own, like, cuisine? His own dinner? God damn it. I know, I mean, going faster is fine. Because it means we get the tickets faster, and eventually it's going to hit a point where I can just sprint between the two, but, like, come on. I also like how we never use our right hand because we're always carrying lunch. Right, now that we have the air can, I can actually afford to sprint between the two. Horrific noise, that's probably the thing falling over at the far end. Which means we'll cash in this. Falling to pieces, what's going on, that might be the indicator that I can finally build a bridge. The ticket's ready. Get ready. I heard the noise. Watch, as I walk away, it's gonna start. Knew it. Okay, this hasn't fallen apart yet. It must be when we hit max speed then. Okay, I have one canister. I can afford to just sit by the train. Just collect a few tickets. Don't worry about the screen shaking because the giant number of trains going past. The economy must be booming if you're in, like, the locomotive industry. You have to make so many train cars. You have to make an attach. How are they attaching the trains? Is it multiple trains just running after each other? It's gotta be, right? Are they not actually connected? We got, like, a Snowpiercer situation going on? Is it some impossibly long train? That eats my oxygen. But I'll still do it. Let's risk it. Let's blow the whistle. Because then we're at max speed. What is that? I have 4 tickets? 4 tickets. Run in. Grab, well, 4 canisters. And then we get ready to leave. 1. And 2. 3. 4. See, I can count. I can do it. Despite all the odds, I can count. We'll get another 4 tickets just to be safe. Okay, this still hasn't collapsed. Shame. Kinda need it to be able to progress the game. I'm not sure I could bring myself to bite into a giant glass canister to be able to get oxygen. I just don't think I'd be able to do it. I don't care if they're offering, like, free dental, free healthcare. I'm not doing it. I've seen the Final Destination trailer. I know what happens. I say that that's a lie. I've seen 11 seconds of it. I know they're gonna do the whole thing of the shattered glasses in the ice well. And that someone's probably gonna drink it and then their insides will be eviscerated because that's how glass works. It's angry sand that's been hardened in a literal crucible of fire to hold things. And also rearrange your guts if it somehow gets swallowed. Don't eat glass. Don't do it. Why am I giving healthcare advice when I'm playing a game about... Well, not... It's weird. I don't want to spoil what's in the train, even though we're 3.5 hours in and we found out what's in here 2.5 hours ago. But at the same time... Come on, give me my breathing prizes. We are not going to need any more air canisters. Alright, I'm calling him up. Oh, that was well timed. Come on, Mo, I need to ask you about this. I'm never going to get to ask you about the fish, am I? I can ask him right now, but I don't want to. Hey, yeah, what? Tell me about this. Path to the observatory. Okay. Train's about to slow down again. Not on my watch! Look, I don't want to have to build the window, but fine. Does it seem fully operational? Yeah, I do. Leave me to it, thank you. Because then that means I can do this. We're so close. We're so close. I think 3 more planks will do it. Behold the contents of the train for the 3rd time this stream. Yeah, you gotta kick the thing. That's fine. I'm going to eat that. And then go grab the black whistle. There we go. We are ready to go. Speed this up, blow it, and then... yeah. Falls down. Come on, government. I got words with you. Yeah, here we go. I'm not even gonna let you talk. I'm just gonna blow the whistle straight away. Broken chains. Oh, okay. I thought it would just immediately end. I'm having to position based off of him where the exit is. I think I'm in it right now. There we go. Do I just take the elevator back down? Oh, can I slow down the train? Yep. Okay, we can go through the other endings now. Except we're gonna go with... being full belligerent. Let's flip this train around again, just like we did the first time. I thought it was actually just gonna end when we blew the whistle. Oh, 1 second. Sorry about that, someone was at the door. Where were we? Oh yeah, slowing down the train. Kinda wish I didn't have the bucket. I think it's like 2 more blows of the whistle and then we're done. One more. I mean, actually, that means I could have got all 3 endings. Because I thought there were 4 endings, but there's not. We could have just waited to die. But that doesn't seem very belligerent, does it? So what message do we get now? Do they mention me destroying the facility, the communications? Australia still has a prime minister. I'm pretty sure they have a prime minister. They call it that anyway. So they don't mention me blowing up the communications. We did it in 43 minutes, which I'm pretty happy with. But no mention of blowing the communications. At least not yet. That's a bit disappointing. Not so concerned, didn't ask any questions to the capital. I'm curious, do we still save the duck? Yeah. Let's head back to the main menu. I don't see what difference is made by just going and blowing the black whistle. And if I'd have known that that wasn't actually an end, the idea of doing, what is the achievement called? Hemorrhage? Yeah, which is you just die at the end. But I enjoyed this game. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed my experience with it. You know, we had those 2 gripes at the beginning of no options here on the option menu, and then, you know, not having been able to disable controller vibration because of it. But we solved that by unplugging the controller. And I'll have to look into the rest of that thread by the developer to see what the intent is behind sort of the message here. I think it might be more leaning towards slaughtering animals in the meat industry than the other thing. But I could be wrong. I don't know. But I think the thing that sort of shows that I enjoyed this so much is the fact that I willingly just ran through, we'll call it 3.5 because we sort of abandoned one run partway through, but 3.5 runs of this in basically one sitting. It's weirdly, when I was playing this, it reminded me of a game of a. I call it a freeway game because from that era of when you used to have freeway games, full games you download for free. Things like Cave Story, Llama Lana. I can't think of any others off the top of my head, but there's one that was released, I think, in 2019, 2020. It was called Hamilton, which is it's one of the few indie spook horror games I've played where it's genuinely kept me tense. The problem is it absolutely botches the landing. It lands, breaks both its legs, kills over and dies when it had such a good performance up to that point. But we're not here to talk about Hamilton necessarily. But yeah, the graphics start itself with this. The PlayStation 1 Uncanny Valley sort of aesthetic works. The sound design was pretty good. I wasn't expecting it to be full stereo, sort of like surround sound sort of style. It is to the point. What point that is, I think, is actually up to... It might just be user interpretation to a certain degree. But I liked it. I enjoyed it. Let's see if there's anyone to... I can't just pan out. Okay. Let's see if there's anybody to raid into. Because I thought this would be a short stream, and it is. Granted, we could have been over in under an hour, but yeah, there's no one to raid, unfortunately. Because we're that short. I thought for some reason one of the usual suspects would be live by now, but I guess not. Unfortunate. I guess we'll go over the schedule for next week then. So, or the week that's arriving. So, it's all back to normal. Thursday, Friday, we'll be going through, in order, Metal Gear Solid special missions and finishing that. We'll be going through Metal Gear Solid 2 on the Friday and hopefully getting most of the way, if not finishing that. Saturday, we'll be finishing Terminator Dark Fate Defiance We Are Legion. And then Sunday... maybe Cave Story. I know I keep mentioning we might do Cave Story, but Sunday we might end up doing Cave Story. I'm not entirely sure yet. Not 100% sold. It could end up being something else. Might be Heilwald Loophole, actually. We'll see. But I would like to thank everyone who came along to the stream, saw us on the Twitch VOD, the YouTube archive. You are all appreciated. Look at that. If I haven't tabbed back into the game properly, it actually acts windowless. Borderless. I'd also like to thank Yak and Alleged Man for being in the chat today, as well as everybody who was lurking. Yeah, that sort of covers the schedule, covers the plan of everything. I don't think there's really much else I can go over. Nope, I can't think of anything. So, hopefully I'll see some of you, maybe all of you next time. Till then, have fun, stay safe, and if you happen to be working for a train company thing on a mountain, you might want to make sure the dental is really good.